not scared to mix things up.
No, we're going to jump right into it now. It's going to be Nagafin and Wheats. First two cast their votes. Wheats going to get rid of the MR6 pistol. Nagafin still yet to cast his votes. I'm so happy I am about the same height as you. Obviously, I have to stand on this platform, but it makes it significantly easier for us to communicate.
Yes, I don't have, just so you guys know at home, it's great. You know, I'm a really tall guy. I'm 6'3", so I'm basically a giant. Matt is, you know, he starred in one of the Lord of the Rings films.
I'm 5'10", so I tell people. 5'10".
Yeah, you tell people. You're like 5'2.5". But no, Matt's on a little box, and I don't have shoes on. It's so cute.
I buy basketball jerseys in kids extra large to save money.
Matt, most people are watching Optic versus CLG Game 5, so you're fine. I think it's probably your mother, any siblings you have, and maybe some like high school friends that are watching you right now.
Or anybody who has met me in real life and knows how tall I am can easily tell that I am not on the same eye level as you. Rapid fire and flashbangs, they get banned out here though, and you're going to see Afterburner that gets protected. Obviously able to make some interesting things happen with the movement.
Certainly, and Afterburner's been one I think we see banned out quite a bit more. I'm surprised to see it protected that early on, but let's see how eLevate opts to use that specifically in this particular game mode. You'll see Overclock going to end up going. Those are two I feel like we see going more often. Those get banned so much now.
Do we see eLevate get rid of stock? We saw them do it yesterday, try and throw off the AR play. You know, Proofy, obviously, one of the better ARs. Pac-Man, really good.
Well, we still have High Caliber, though. So do you want to leave? High Caliber and Shiva are still in play. So I kind of feel like one of those needs to get attacked, right?
Nope.
They go after stock. So
they don't mind.
High Caliber Shiva is going to make it into the first game, and that's pretty rare. You don't see it happen. Just a handful of games I can think of that you see those both sneak in.
You don't see it. It's going to be Wheats grabbing that kinetic armor to kick things off. Nagafin, we see him run many specialists, and he's going to be actually going with active camo. Expect Vicento to probably be running a Scythe or Aqua. One of the two. Really, those two guys going to be the main slayers for the eLevate spawn.
As they start to get into the first couple picks here, I mean, just thinking about the fact that High Caliber and the Shiva make it in, does that favor one of these teams a little bit more?
You know, you've seen Proofy do work with the Shiva. You know, Pac-Man, I think he can use the Shiva as well. Nagafin, we've seen what he's done with the semi-automatic pistol. Yeah. But I think it probably favors eLevate a little bit more.
Well, think about what's funny is everyone has to ban the MR6 against Nagafin, right? They have to. It happens every single time. That limits the capability. It limits you down. I mean, you've got 3 out of 4 basically every time you're playing against eLevate. And it's just if you want to play that standard game, it becomes so much hard when you have to use one ban against a player like that. Yeah,
and then when you see a Scythe and Annihilator for both sides, active camo and kinetic for both teams as well. So nothing too interesting there. In the special draft, both teams going to go the mirror image of each other. Maybe, you know, obviously Fringe Hardpoint going to be game number 1. What are some of the other maps we're going to be seeing tonight in the series?
Take a look at, we're going to be going to S&D Breach, Uplink Evac, CTF Stronghold, and finally S&D Hunted, which again, they're casting right now in their first match, hoping we have some exciting ones as well, because honestly, you know, sometimes when I'm on the secondary stream, I look at it, I'm like, oh, this is a little bit lopsided. But right now, I mean, these matches both
have potential to go the distance. Two of the better ones we've had on the secondary stream. If I had to pick, I would probably say this is like an eLevate 3-1 match. I think potentially could go the distance.
I have no idea.
Would I be shocked if TSM comes in and just kind of like rolls through?
There's no result in this series that would surprise me.
Yeah.
Nothing, which is kind of wild to say how you know how tight it's been really in this league.
And then Luminosity Complexity, I don't know what to expect either.
Well, Complexity last night got rolled.
3-0'd by
I know the game 1 was pretty close. After that, not as much.
I believe Luminosity wins in a game 5 versus TK last night.
Yeah, so Cole, I mean, looking to bounce back, LG's feeling pretty good. I don't know, man. This is going to be a great series. Complexity.
It's great we have so many teams that so close in skill.
It really is.
Obviously, last year was pretty much like a 2-horse race the entire time. Two teams really just dominated the entire year. It's great to see that these teams so close in skill, and obviously it's showing in the standings. And you see the TSM roster really looking at that second player in from the left, Cole Chan. He's going to be the one that's going to make a big difference.
Well, we just did our kind of mid-stage awards, and you know the one that shined on the side of TSM was Cole Chan, one of the most big up-and-coming players, breakout players that we talked about. And then it was really just kind of, I guess to a degree, honorable mentions for eLevate, but a lot of it came, again, in S&D. Just, I think 3 of their players averaged like something like a 1.1 or higher. Very, very good S&D scores.
Aqua, very good with the sniper. Obviously, you know, Nagafin can make some highlight plays as well. I think this is a huge map for TSM. Like, TSM's pretty good in S&D, but when you go up against eLevate, you expect that to be their strongest game mode. And you're going to see Fringe loading up now. Going to be able to get into this game 1 between eLevate and TSM. I was about to say CLG. I'm so focused about that game 5. I need somebody to give us the results as well.
I'm a fan of Call of Duty. I love to cast it, but also a fan. I'm trying to listen to both right now, see what's going on inside of these matches. But Players loading in, about halfway till we're going to start on Fringe here, and God, I love this map. It just makes me happy.
Yeah, I think we both agree this is probably our favorite map.
Sure.
Out of all of them. I would say, I'm going to say Fringe, and then I would say Breach. It's my second favorite. What about you, Clint?
Yeah, I think
Fringe
I can
and
agree.
Breach?
I love Breach. Yeah, I really do. All right, well, kicking things off, going to be going with Facinto here early. Let's see what he can do off the rip.
And he's going to be using the Shiva. We'll see how it comes into play here, and he's going to get taken out from long range. You hear Shiva's all across the map.
Oh, yeah.
Fully expect both teams to have at least one on their side. Weed's going to be sticking with the M8.
Oh, my.
See, Proofy's going to be rocking a Shiva for TSM as well.
Was that Wheats at White Truck? I believe it was. Yeah. He just destroyed someone that took like 4 bursts. I think it was basically 4 bursts from an M8, and he just goes pop, pop with the Shiva later. Now, what do you do? What do we see mostly with the M8, though, with high caliber? It was, well, stock's banned. I think it was stock high caliber we saw, so now it's going to be more quick draw long barrel, probably high caliber, or quick draw high caliber, get rid of long barrel. We'll have to see how these guys play out. I'll check some of these M8s. But you see Cole Chan picking up another kill. He's 4-0, going to stick with him for the time being because he's starting to work his way towards streaks. Nah, I take it back. He's going to end up dropping. Let's switch things over to Remy. Remy leading all Slayers in the lobby right now, 7-3 on a 2 streak, trying to push with an Elcar. He's going to end up falling, but a couple seconds left here. We're going to set up the rotation over. Wheats and crew look pretty nice here to set for the second hardpoint, Matt.
The second hard point is one, obviously, you want to hold down Grandma. That's where you want to get a lot of your time on. But this second one is very underrated. I think this is obviously probably the second most important hill on the entire map. It's one you definitely want to lock down and you're able to hold that Grandma spawn. You get it for the next hill as well. It really puts you in a good spot for the rest of the game.
Wow, well, TSM was set up really, really nicely. Now, I saw some players running Shiva with grip because you can see it's got a little bit more bounce to it now with recent updates. I want to check one of these players and see if they're opting to run grip on it. Who's got a Shiva in hand right now? We saw Wheats with one earlier, right? Well, he's
no, you saw
around.
Wheats with the M8 earlier.
Proofy's got an M8. So it looks like
Proofy had a Shiva earlier.
Right,
no, he's got one now.
Got a Shiva
he still
here.
has a Shiva.
Gonna see customized. I'm curious if a lot of these guys are opting for grip, just because you've seen it can certainly bounce a bit in these engagements. He's able to pick up one, another one inside. Oh, not able to tag him up. Another one flies over.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be having grip on that. I don't think you need the grip on the Shiva, personally.
I've seen whole players running it. That's why I was asking, because I don't know if you need it, but I've certainly seen it.
I mean, maybe without stock, it's something they use. And you see Nagafen, actually, he has streaks, going to be fully streaked out, actually has a Cerberus as well. Currently on a 7 streak, make it 8. Nagafen really turning up here early and eLevate. It will take a lot of time on that second hill, Maven. Now they have control of Grandma. Should be a really easy hold.
He was 1-4. I wasn't focusing on Nagafen at all and just erupted there. We'll go back to him with the respawn, see what he's kind of been doing right. He's 9-5. You can see he's got streaks to work with here. Has his camo as well. Able to assist on one crossing here. And so far, good start for eLevate.
And I think you're so early in the game, I don't think you need to even use that Cerberus until probably the second half. And I don't even know which hill you would want to use it on. Maybe over by tracks, but especially if you're able to get it in that second hard point, I think the Cerberus can really do some damage.
Yeah, it certainly can, but it's tough. If you have teams that stack EMPs, you can see it be taken out pretty quickly, or we've seen it do just insane damage before. Really, really varies.
Could you control it? Like, let's say, for instance, you're trying to hold down Grandma. You set it up watching Tin. You have a teammate throw some trophies on it, and then you manually control it and just keep it in spot and just kind of lock down that whole area.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably potential for that. We saw it used, I think, on just the middle hard point in the first match between Optic and CLG. It was, I think, Felony or somebody controlling it and just crushing with it.
Yeah, he's dominating with it. Now you're going to see eLevate. They're actually taking a lot of time here on tracks, which you can do. You just need to push it out pretty far. So what you want to do is obviously go to both ends, far inside and over on Grandma, push it out far, and you see the spawns coming all the way in the back alley for TSM. It's exactly what you want to do. eLevate playing this perfectly.
Yep, they really are. They're starting to pull the lead. Nice shots. Nagafen turns it. Don't do it to him. Almost able to pick up Cole Chan as well, but getting up falling. Nagafen, though, still sitting at 14-8. Still has a Cerberus. I want to get an idea when he uses this. I don't know if he's going to save it really for deep into the second round of rotations, or he might pop. Pops it for top middle right away, and he's got tough engagements. He comes there outside of the
Yeah, not going to win that one too often against that player over on that mid truck, and you're going to see the first rotation of hard points finish up with eLevate up 110 to 67. Going to go back towards that middle hard point. The second half, maybe you're going to have to see the guys on TSM do a better job locking down that second hard point and over by Grandma. So they're able to do that. Should be able to make this one pretty competitive game.
Yeah, it's still roaming there. It hasn't picked up kills because he's like basically sitting up on cover. Oh, just turned to pick him up as he flies in. Can it get on? I'm staying in this view. There it is, just melting someone up against the wall.
Yeah, that was Pac-Man actually pinned up against the wall. And here you see Colchan and tossing EMPs.
I think he actually ended up taking it out, too.
Yeah, I think he did, and he's actually doing a great job playing for this position over by Grandma. Gonna see, trying to lock this down, kill any players in the area. It's gonna be a 1v1 here against Aqua, and he actually turns. Aqua should be able to get this timing as you see eLevate. They're set up to pinch in this next hill. Aqua waiting for it to pop up. He's actually gonna challenge before, and that
nice
is a
movement.
bigger gun battle than you can ever imagine, because look at where Colchan spawns. He spawns all the way out by Fat Grandma.
That was just sick use of the map there. Nice movement, gets vertical, able to take him out. He picks up another kill as well. His teammates grabbing a few, and that's going to get them control for now. And this is where, like you said, they started to really pull away last time, Matt. And I think TSM, if I remember correct, the first time they rotated early, they had all 4 guys in around the hard point, and then just got rolled.
And I feel like eLevate is really onto something with throwing these teams off by getting rid of stock. We've seen it in a few matches in their respawn game modes, and other teams just really can't adjust. Obviously, stock, I don't want to say it's one of the crutch attachments for an AR, but it is one that many of the AR players are using on every class.
Oh, certainly. It's one. If it's not banned, it's being used. Put it that way, and certainly can mix things up a little bit.
It's a no-brainer, yeah.
You saw Sensor filling in yesterday, and they were trying to attack various attachments on the AR, trying to throw him off a little bit because you knew he'd be a bit rusty. Nice win there by Pacento Attracts. 70-point or so advantage right now for eLevate. Trying to win one gunfight here in front of 10. He's not going to be able to take that one, but so far looking very strong for eLevate.
Yeah, but I believe it's TSM in control of Grandma now, and you're going to see the Cerberus finally getting off the map, and Wheat's trying to win a gunfight over by Z, Pac-Man and Provy in the kill feed, Colchan as well, doing a nice job holding this down. This is time that TSM needs desperately, Maeve.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, they can basically, they'll be right back in this. If they can hold all this time to be a little over 140, they'd certainly be in it. You can take a look. They're starting to push now. They're coming forward. Facento's going to win one gunfight. He's going to be wrapping around the back. He needs teammates to kind of pinch with him here.
Get really close.
Nagafin gets one. There's one player. He should be able to catch him here, and that should be, control should be lost. What did Proofy just do to poor Facento? I know he got caught mantling, but he can't lose that gunfight.
That's a gunfight you definitely need to win.
They still have control, though.
Yeah,
thankfully.
I feel bad we caught that one on stream, but they're gonna miss some shots there.
We saw it happen to Attach yesterday with Kinetic popped. He got caught kind of mid-mantle and got destroyed. It's just those awkward gunfights, unfortunately.
So let's go through the guys on TSM. Obviously, they're down right now. Anyone with streaks, you're gonna see Camo with Colchan. Pac-Man has his Annihilate already. As you see, Facento picks up 2 in the kill feed. Weeds does not have Kinetic, and then I believe Provy not with anything as well.
Let's see if Pac-Man maybe opts to use it here.
You got a Kinetic and you got an Annihilator to work with. Well, I think there's still a ton of time left in this game. You're at least going to get back to that second hill and potentially even Grandma again.
Sure.
And with how close the score is and whatnot, I think you're better off saving it. I think maybe by the next... Obviously, if you start to lose this hill and it goes heavily towards eLevate, you would use it in the next one. But you got to think. If it goes to that second hard point yet again, that's when he's going to use the Annihilator.
I'm pretty confident, and I know we're casting a different game, but I'm pretty sure I just heard Optic was down 5-1 and came back and won game 5. That is the definition of CLG season.
Oh, if that is true, that is 100% the way like you would expect CLG to lose that match.
Oh no! And Jack's curse might be gone. Good for Jack.
That's upsetting.
You just need to kill it to come in, change things for him.
CLG's game 5 woe is stronger than the curse of Jack Curse Junlop.
That's what it seems like. But here we are, eLevate trying to pull this one away. 2 minutes left on the clock.
See Pac-Man picking up some kills to the Annihilator mid-map.
Yeah, let's see if he's. Oh, well, he dropped. He basically dropped right after that. But
really
Remy,
nice.
keep it going. Oh, he was really close to streaks. But when you're top middle like that, you're going to be taken out pretty quickly. Even though he was able to clean up 3. Let's see. Can eLevate close it out? Only need a little over 40 points.
And you got to remember too, at the beginning of the CWL, stage 1, Remy was away, so they weren't practicing too much with him. Obviously, they were playing with apathy.
Yeah.
And then trying to get him back in the swing of things with the meta changing so frequently that I feel like eLevate just tried to stay above water at the beginning. Now you're seeing their true potential, and this is the team you kind of thought they would be.
Oh, 100%.
They have the skill to kind of hang with everybody, but the thing that kind of sets them apart, from those teams that have the skill that just can't really come up, is that they play in such a, I don't want to say a weird way, but they have an odd play style to them.
A little unorthodox, maybe.
Yeah, unorthodox, and they do some nice things in the ban and protect that can really throw some teams off.
Yeah, you think this would be kind of the perfect game for them, seeing them together at AW. I was upset when they ended up splitting up after the second place at champs, but now seeing these guys back together, stage 1 finals right around the corner. Really excited to see what these guys can do. You need 30 points or so. Pacento might be able to go big here with the scythe, just trying to wall bang, waste about half of it, unfortunately.
They know they can win it on this one.
Yep, and he said, oh God, Pac-Man wins a big one, taking him off of the barrel there. Now they're flooding in. Colchan and Proofy are in. Can they hold? Proofy trying to stay alive. Colchan falls. He's got it for the time being. They need everything now because only 21 more points needed for eLevate here.
Yeah, but look at eLevate at the mini-map in the top area. You're going to see they're all going to be rotating over towards Grandma. They should be able to win these gun engagements. And then take this last few seconds as you see Pacento's going to pick up some in the kill feed. But, guys, this would be a huge gunfight. Pac-Man's able to take control of the hill. There's only one player in the back for eLevate.
Oh,
that's Pacento. A huge break by TSM. Pac-Man going huge.
Yeah, and he has potential. I know he's got a ways to go, but if he could get streaks as well, maybe pick up a lightning or something. It's Aqua coming up. He might be able to hold off, but you need Weeds. Weeds, you have kinetic. This is the time to use it. He has to pop it. Gets one. No! You gotta win that one. That's no.
But Colchan comes flying right in. He's able to win a gunfight himself, and looks like it's going to be a Colchan versus Aqua gunfight here in the stairs, and he's not able to win it. Nagafen actually pushing up with the MR6 in front of his teammates. And you see just the kill keeps getting contested by eLevate. And, that's one that it looked like TSM was going to be able to come back there, Maeve.
Yeah,
it was a really fast break by eLevate.
Yeah, maybe Wheats wins that one with kinetic. They have an extra person up there to help Colchan. Maybe they're able to hold it off, but as it stands, 5 more points needed for eLevate. 5 seconds on the clock. They should be able to take this one, and there it is. eLevate going to end up taking game 1 off of TSM, and yeah, I don't know. If he wins that one, potentially this gets extended. They at least get to another hard point, I think.
Potentially, and you're going to see Remy in your final kill cam right there. High caliber, quick draw elo. It's pretty much what you're going to be running on your M8 that game, and I think they also banned stock because they love using the pistols.
True, yeah. And the MR6 comes out, but it doesn't matter. Elcar, RK5. You saw TSM do well with it too. You saw Pac-Man at the end of the game pick up a couple kills. So both these guys going back and forth. I need confirmation. Jack Courage Thumblock. Is the curse broken? Oh, the curse
has been lifted.
The curse is lifted. I don't know. I mean, since Killa was playing, I don't know if that counts as a curse matchup because I don't know. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, it's just really good to see. Jack cursing the top teams. Obviously not. Yeah, just kidding. But
that's awesome though. See, Optic comes back because they were down. They were down big.
And you got to feel for CLG. I mean, this is a team that loses every game 5. Like every game 5.
Yeah. No, that's painful for sure.
Well,
let's take a look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, we can take a look at the scoreboard. Talk a little bit about our game 1. It's TSM versus eLevate. If you're just tuning in, it's going to be eLevate winning 250-213. Standout performance. Remy 47-39, 11 defense.
Though too, man.
Nagafen as well.
2.5
36
minutes?
and 27, 2.5 minutes. Oh man, everybody on eLevate just doing a really nice job. We talked about how Aqua probably, their big slayer, their explosive player, 29 and 30, a minute 36 in the hill, 8 defense. But when you got those 2 other guys playing that strong, not many kills left on the map for you.
Well, where we're looking for him to shine, I think Aqua is certainly going to be the S&D, and we've seen TSM. Pac-Man specifically, I've loved watching him. Colchan with the sniper. Yeah. Wheats had that big run against FaZe. All of them veteran players capable of going off in the S&D game type. But
is this a must-win with how strong eLevate is on uplink? Yeah. I think this S&D is must-win as well.
I don't think you go down 2-0 and or 0-2 and get a victory here if you're TSM. And when you look at it, I mean, who is gonna? This is gonna be. I mean, Aqua versus Colchan to some degree. What? God, what map are we going to again? I don't even care. I'm picking this paper up.
Stronghold.
Stronghold. Yep, so the sniper is certainly going to be coming into play. No, breach.
Oh, breach.
CTF, Stronghold.
Oh, CTF, Stronghold. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and then Hunter will be the other S&D.
Breach is what you can definitely use the sniper pretty effective on.
Yeah, no, certainly. So
more than Stronghold, I think.
Colchan versus Aqua will certainly be something I'm watching out for.
Yeah, and one thing to note, we see Aqua use the thermal sight a lot. We don't see Colchan really go with the thermal. He likes to just kind of keep it with that stock sight, something that TSM likes to ban out a lot.
Okay.
Get rid of the thermal. Do we see, either team try and force the other into using the Locust? Maybe at all? Could potentially be something we see.
Well, actually, what's kind of crazy here is I think both these teams are the 2 teams we see most likely to protect SVG, protect Overkill.
Yeah.
Both these guys do, all the time.
Right.
Because I remember we saw Proofy accidentally ban the SVG the one time. Yeah. I know these guys love to both play with those things. So who opts to maybe mix it up and make it a little harder? They both say, hey, it's our play style. That's how we're going to do it. Let's play our best and see how it goes.
Yeah, I think you just got to stick to your play style. If you're TSM, you want the sniper rifle in Colchan's hands, one of the best with it. in the pro division. I don't think there's a reason to take it out or, trying to play to the other team's strengths because Elevate's good with everything. I mean, they'll run shotguns, they'll run pistols, anything. I think if you're TSM, you got to stick to your guns.
Yeah, I agree with you, and we're just waiting on a couple players to get in the lobby here, and then we should be ready to go. Let me make sure I'm set up here for Codcaster. We just switched lobbies, pal. It takes a second. But Breach S&D, yeah, I think that sniper, when you're playing kind of top glass at B, is going to be really big, and if you're trying to get that pick on B side pushing forward, I mean, we see some snipes kind of from, I guess, AC to broken, but mostly I'm worried about it kind of that B site. Who's going to be able to get that first pick and really open things up?
Right. We see the offensive team, they do a nice job. You're able to get over towards that B site over by bricks. You use that AC, you're looking up top glass, and I think whoever wins those on their respective sides, offense or defense, will end up opening the rounds for their teams.
Well, we've seen Colchan a couple times when he's on the backside of bricks. If he's on offense,
he'll jump
use that little wall run and get that shot way up over the top, and we've seen him hit just some absurd snipes from that particular angle. Not a big
I would not be shocked if we see some highlights in this one.
Okay, here's one thing to mention. I think the one difference between these two snipers is typically Colchan doesn't care about thermal. Aqua we usually see using thermal. So maybe that's something they could end up attacking because I know Colchan doesn't really, I don't think he cares too much.
Shows how much he listens to me.
I do. Did you say that before?
It was maybe a minute ago I said that.
It might have been when I was listening to those two discuss the matchup. It might have been
a minute ago I said that. But yes, I agree with you. It's a great point.
Yeah, see, great minds think alike, buddy. I was 100% listening to Jack.
No, yeah, you weren't listening to me.
It's all right. We're almost ready to go here. Should be starting the match in just a couple of moments. If you are just tuning in, I mean, Hardpoint Fringe, really, it was like a 250, 200, really, really close game. Elevate's going to take
250, 213.
If they take the S&D here, yeah, I think TSM is certainly.
I don't know if it's
trouble.
a 3-0. I definitely think Elevate wins the series though. 3-0, 3-1. If they were to win this.
I have a head cold, buddy. I'm gonna try and listen to you better.
Oh, thank you, man.
I need some medication.
Yeah. You look awful.
Yeah, I feel like clammy, and I've been taking so much Dayquil that I've been real loopy. Dude, I sent some emails today. Like I'm the guy that when I send emails, I usually try to read them 4 to 5 times, make sure I don't have typos, just because I think a typo in an email just looks childish. So I make sure I don't have typos. I was reading emails 4 to 5 times and still having like typos and grammatical errors because my brain is just like mush right now.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah, it's just like
it's going to be a great cast. Who's excited?
We're getting into that ban and protect phase. We can jump into that. MR6 going to go as fast as humanly possible. Now, see what Vicento elects to do next.
Keep an eye on this, and that's another thing to note. Again, every single time we're going to see that going, regardless of game type. The MR6 is going to be coming off of it, and I'm surprised. Like, is it really that he's just that much better than everyone else? And there you go. Vicento protects thermal. Not surprised to see that at all.
Yeah,
we both made those great points, 60 seconds apart.
It's something that that TSM was going to target. They like to get rid of it in their games, and you're going to see Aqua getting rid of high caliber, so it makes in the first one, not the second one. Rapid fire going to go as well.
So we probably won't see Overkill or the SVG touch because they both like to use it.
Unless they...
Oh, all right.
Okay, so
who might mix it up?
is going to get rid of Overkill.
All right.
Does Elevate elect to get rid of the SVG? Because we saw we saw Colchan try and snipe with a Locust, and he wasn't that effective. It was a hunted S&D. And that's actually going to allow
the reflex
get rid of reflex.
Interesting. And
that is something targeting like Proofy and Pac-Man and those guys.
Proofy and Pac-Man pretty much always in S&D are going to be running strictly M8s. I'm curious how that affects Pac-Man because Pac-Man I think has been one of the better S&D players in the game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Especially talking about some qualifier, some LAN performance he's had, and also in the league, he's been an absolute monster. But let's see how the final 2 of these break down. I'm curious. Yeah, does the SVG get targeted? We still have every single specialist on the board. Overclock's on the board as well.
Yep, and there it is.
Oh,
they get rid of the SVG.
And Overclock.
It's like they were listening to me, but
yeah,
they're going to get rid of the SVG. They feel Aqua probably better with the Locust than Colchan, and something to keep an eye on. I've seen it in a few games. I've seen him use it in some wagers and online tournaments. Nagafen with the PO6.
Well, we haven't really seen him use it though much in the league, have we?
We've seen him use it a handful of times.
Infection S&D. That's he was using it that one time when he got kicked. Remember, he got kicked out of the match for the team kill. Yeah. I think that's when he used it.
We have seen him use the PO6 in the past, so could potentially be something we see. Vision Pulse, Kinetic, Heat Wave thus far, and Active Camo to finish things off. For Elevate, you're gonna have Vision Pulse, Kinetic, Heat Wave, and Camo on the side of TSM. So mirror images of each other. Anything in the ban of attack, obviously, besides that kind of stands out to you? Nothing really for me.
Well, the ban protect, it was just, is it stuff that stands out in the series? No, it was stuff that we could both kind of talk about and predict, but does it stand out compared to other teams? Sure. When you're taking a look at a lot of these different abilities, they were able to take out stuff that I think certainly surprised me to some degree. But it's sort of come down to snipers to a degree for me. Who's going to make the big play? Who's going to stand out in this one? I'm going to be watching Aqua and Colchan quite a bit off the rip.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think see if Colchan can be effective with the Locust. He's so good with the SVG, but now that eLevate bans it out, not going to be able to use that. Pruve, the only one done with his class. Make it Wheat's done as well. Guys on eLevate taking a ton of time to make their classes here, man.
Yeah, this is pretty common, but you know, there may be some things coming down the pipeline, maybe some ways to speed this process up in the future. We'll see. Treyarch, always a company that I think has stuff up their sleeves trying to figure out the best thing for the players here. And there's nothing was banned at all as far as specialists, weapons, abilities, anything. Are you surprised? I guess it's not surprising at this point that Overdrive really hasn't been
used
that common
too
at all.
much.
No, hasn't.
No, not in S&D really.
And I kind of like it more than Vision Pulse, but to each his own. They're both going to go, Proofy and Pacento with Vision Pulse. We'll see who's able to make a big play with that one, as this is one of my favorite S&D maps for sure.
Well, I feel like Vision Pulse now, as players, I don't want to say they figured out how to use it, but they've been using it in a much better manner, where they're not using it to get kills actively themselves. They're using it to set up teammates and letting them know where players are and such like that, setting up those bait and switch opportunities.
Sure. Yeah, I think kind of like you, I agree with you, sort of a must-win for TSM here. We'll see who's able to go big for their side. Obviously, the B site going to be targeted quite frequently. Who's going to be able to get that first snipe pick? Time will tell. You know, Overclock's gone. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really... The Reflex, I'm going to check out Pac-Man and Proofy a little bit, see how that affects them.
See what they're running, probably ELO. Sure. I think ELO's pretty much the standard option.
Oh, yeah. It's very similar.
Anything else you're going to see.
Still throws people off a little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But game loading in right now. It's going to be Breach, Search and Destroy, game number 2 between TSM and eLevate.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm ready for a second there.
I'm trying to play.
I'm still kind of like thinking about the Optic CLG match, but anyway, it's going to be eLevate up 1-0.
I almost tripped and fell.
Thus far, I feel like TSM needs to win this one if they're going to have a chance to win the series.
All right, well, players loading in here, getting ready to kick things off.
Now, see, it's going to be eLevate starting on the offensive side of things. See what they like to do. Most teams going to go over towards that B bomb site. Looks like that's exactly how they're going to start this one off.
PO6. PO6. Oh, he got a hit marker with it. Oh. See if he's able to find anyone else.
This is what I love about eLevate.
Remy's going to get the first blood, and they've got B site pretty much about to be on lock here.
Does Nagafen have one as well? Can you check Nagafen real quick?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. He's got Elcar. Oh my God, we have double PO6. That's one of the sexiest things I've ever seen.
What attachments do they actually use on the PO6?
Well, let me check. I'll check next round.
Yeah.
I want to just see if Proofy actually. Oh no, he's about to engage somebody here, and he's going to get caught by Aqua. I'll check though and see what they're actually going to use on that for sure.
Yeah, because it's interesting. Okay, so actually you see Elcars with long barrels. So eLevate starting to throw some attachments on their pistols here, which we've seen them dope in the past.
Yeah.
We've seen everything from extended mag, long barrel, quick draw, but I'm really interested to see what they have on these PO6 sniper rifles.
All right, let me go to Nagafen real quick.
Thermal FMJ, and was it stock?
Yep, thermal FMJ stock. And let's check Aqua's. He's using one as well. This is ridiculous. He's got just thermal FMJ, so little bit different. But let's check the offensive push. Is anyone going to be sniping on the other side? Let me check Colchan real quick. Now he's going to be running an M8 in this one, so they've kind of pushed away from the sniper. Nagafen's going to be able to connect with the PO6.
Is he able to shoot through the bomb with FMJ in this thing? I don't think you could, but...
Well, we may end up finding out because they're trying to play towards B for sure. Is anyone working the flank? No, you can see a Proofy highlight. He's going to be watching it. He's almost entire. Oh, I think he saw one for just a second there on the left side. He's just firing at everything.
Yeah, he's just trying to draw any players out. You see Weeds flying through mid-map. It's one player directly coming up to him over at Broken, and it's going to be Aqua and Weeds able to win that gunfight. So Weeds trying to open up the map for the rest of his team.
Oh, Lord.
The timing there.
And I almost thought he was going to be on the screen here. Did they see Vicento cross is the question. He's come back. This might actually work out perfectly for him. Nope, it doesn't. As there's a player top Broken, that's going to be Colchan able to line him up bottom pals. If Vicento stayed there for another second, might have been able to pick up the kill. I don't know if it would have given him much of a chance, though, as his teammate dropped right around the same time. But
that's
nice shot for Colchan.
It's quite interesting. Well, I want to go on board with Colchan again. Does he completely go away from the sniper after the SVG is gone? Is he not willing to try the Locust at all?
I guess I still can't believe we're seeing double PO6s with Colchan. He's going away from it entirely. And are we going to see double again? We've got one, and we got one here as well.
I wonder what's thought of going PO6 over Locust. I haven't played, admittedly, I am not played with the PO6
Whichever sniper I go with, the other one gets a kill. They got to pick an A. I wonder if they're going to rotate this out here. Unless they can pick one up front, they're going to get Remy as well. All of a sudden, there's barely anyone left. Colchan going to be able to pick up a kill at least. He's on a 3 streak right now, and he's trying to go hunting. You can see the rotating out the backside of A. Colchan, God, he might be able to get a perfect timing here.
He has a great chance to come behind all of them. Did
he
actually get spotted?
Yeah, player steps, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, and they're not going to challenge him. He's actually going to rotate all the way back towards B. So I think eLevate has an idea of where these two players are. They should be able to get the bomb down over at A.
And, did you see his gun? He did. Just barely able to pick him up as Proofy. He's going to get called out, though. 3 streak again. So if you're Colchan now, you're 100 off your HC. How do you want to play this? A 1v2? You got plenty of time, Matt.
If you're Proofy, you got to be pretty frustrated, too. There's 2 players up there playing almost an identical spot. Don't really expect that, and you're going to see Colchan does not spot this player to his right. Going to go into Palace, going to put down some shots, not able to finish him off with the L-car. At this point in time, even 23 seconds left, do you just elect to try and stay alive, play for the car? You're going to see one player hitting the wall run.
I love the wall run.
Oh, man.
Nice.
eLevate just toying with Colchan right now. He can't get eyes on anybody, and when he does, they just dip away. He's going to be able to get one. Jacinto's able to take him out. Put another round on the board for eLevate.
That just looked like a frustrating 40 seconds for Colchan. Just could only see a glimpse of a player here and there as they would dodge away. Now let's see. Going into round 4, you've still seen the snipers have an impact. I think it's been a first blood almost every round. You had Nagafin with one. You had Aqua with another. Can they keep making big plays with these? Let me see which spot they're each going to go to. What is he about? Tries to check top AC and bottom lab. Nothing for him. Aqua's controlling top middle. So where's Proofy? Proofy's bottom, so nothing to worry about there. The B site, I mean, they basically gave it up entirely. And they've got control of this. There's players in the back. You see the shots coming in. Nagafin able to connect with yet another snipe. You can still see the shots coming in. Can he grab nuts? A nade coming in from Vicento, able to pick him up. Still players backside. It just looks harder to use, right? Like they don't look as comfortable snapping on to people, but they've still made impact. I mean, Nagafin's 4-1 for God's sake, and every kill is a PO6, but he's gonna opt to get forward. Tries to bring the pressure. Proofy almost goes big, picking up 3, but Colchan there to close out the weak Nagafin, and that's gonna tie things up at 2-2.
When do you elect to go away from the PO6 and it just becomes like a thing that's really cool and you're picking up some kills with it? But would they be still winning these rounds with M8s in these positions?
I wouldn't mind having 1 PO6, but I don't really.
2 is a little bit much, I think.
It seems that way for sure. Let me see.
It'd be awesome if Colchan switched to a sniper randomly during this, because it would completely throw the guys on eLevate off.
Well, this is Pac-Man's been using a VMP for the most part too, and I swear I've seen like every S&D I've seen him run an M8, but I'm sure he mixes it up. Definitely a versatile player.
I wouldn't be shocked if him and Wheats get aggressive through Palace to try and come on a flank right away.
Well, I'm gonna have Wheats. Wheats should be flanking. He should be able to catch one. There's the bomb planter. Pac-Man picked up one as well. All of a sudden, Nagafin left by himself. Yep, and there he did switch out to the M8, and a player comes soaring through. It's going to be Colchan closing out back-to-back rounds, and TSM 3-2 advantage here now in Breach S&D.
It was just a great call by the guys on TSM. I mean, you have Wheats and Pac-Man push all the way through Palace. They come right behind the players in the mid. Obviously, they don't know that eLevate's going to hit mid, but
sure,
with the call that eLevate made, TSM with a perfect counter.
Absolutely did. I'm going to keep an eye, again, on Nagafin and Aqua here to start. What are they opting to do? So still PO6. And now it looks like Aqua has switched to a sub. So let's see if this mixes things up a bit. I'm going to watch from his POV for a second. I wonder if Colchan's opted to snipe at all. I don't know why he would, as he's 6-2. I think half of his kills have come with an L-car.
Yeah. I would like to see him snipe, though, because Nagafin or Aqua, obviously the 2 snipers we've been seeing for eLevate, have no idea he's going to pull it out. Would just completely catch him off guard, and Colchan's going to hit the backside of this wall run over by Palace. Gonna try and get behind the players on eLevate.
I don't think they saw him cross. And Pac-Man went. So the other 2 pushed in here.
Yes.
There's still another player. Pac-Man's actually ended up playing, able to kill both. Proofy top middle should have a player coming from lab. One behind him. Pac-Man though working on the ace. I've got to see if he's able to close things out. Aqua by himself trying to pull a 1v4. And that outside wall run, I mean, it didn't end up mattering because Pac-Man just went in and completely punished everybody in Palace.
Yeah, and Colchan's going to pick up Aqua there to finish things off.
He's finishing every round, it feels like.
Yeah, pretty much. And another really nice strat call by the guys of TSM. You got to wonder what eLevate's going to try and do this round. Obviously, you want to say it's a desperation round win, this next one that eLevate needs. But obviously, you go down 5-2. The chances of coming back not very good. Obviously, you know what I'm doing with Optic Gaming on the primary stream, but still, you would like your chances up 5-2.
All right, well, here we are trying to see where the push is going to come from. I'm going to watch Nagafin for a second. He's going to go over the top. I think he saw him for a second. Does he try to re-peek this? He does. That player is already backed up. Now, who's waiting outside? They might get aggressive again outside of Palace. You saw, is it Pac-Man and Wheats again? Yep, it's going to be the duo here. Do they opt to push? Aqua trying to wrap around. He's going to be engaging two in a second. They saw him here. He might be dead to rights. Can he win the gunfight? Nope. That'll be Pac-Man closing it out. So Pac-Man's going to be a 4-streak now after starting 0-4, Matt. So he's really got things going. Maybe some confidence from busting into Palace last round.
Yeah, eLevate's opened up the B side of the map that they're going to be able to get bombed down. So it's going to be a 3v3 bomb down over on that B side. Pac-Man will use the HC. I think this would not be a bad round to use it as. You put this one away, you have a very good chance of closing out this map. It's going to use the HC, but now the player actually knows he's there playing with a sub because obviously you knew Pac-Man had the car. And
he got the call out that he crossed.
Nope, not going to be able to pick it up. Remy's going to get taken out by Pac-Man, so it's going to be a 2v2 here, but still not a lot of time on the clock. Maybe the guys on TSM got to go quick. 13 seconds left.
That's what they get for getting a quick plan. Nagafin's going to get a snipe. It's going to be on Pac-Man now. He's on a streak, 5-streak. He doesn't want to die here. He's so close to lightning. Maybe he can pick up a kill and get out. Oh, that's not what you want. You got to try and run now. He's going to end up challenging and lose that one to Vicento. And he still needs, I think, 250 points or so to his lightning, but at that point, man, just get out. There's not enough time to clutch it. I understand he wants to get one more kill and try to dip out, but that's cutting it really, really close. That's a tricky gunfight.
eLevate trying to do what Optic did earlier, obviously not down 5-2 or 5-1, but it was starting to make a little bit of a comeback here as it looked like TSM was starting to gain full control of this. And let's go through the guys on eLevate. Does anyone have any specialists besides Nagafin? I believe we saw Nagafin that had camo. You're going to see camo vision pulse. Does Remy have anything? No, Remy doesn't have heat wave. And look at this. It's going to be a push up mid-map as Remy's going to draw first blood onto Wheats.
Hey, he's got control and bomb for the time being. Did he realize bomb was down? And did this player, Pac-Man, leak through is the big question mark for me, too. Somehow, Colchan manages it away. If Aqua decides to chase, he's in a tough spot. They might still realize, did they just grab bomb? I thought Remy might have realized he was there. Proof, he just turns and basically one-bangs Remy. They're looking strong here. The only thing they've going for them is they're kind of at awkward sides of the map.
Well, I was going to say,
they can pinch really effectively.
It's a bad situation with your bomb in the middle of the map, but eLevate has absolutely nobody looking over towards it. Now Aqua and Vicento have no idea where to look. You're going to see Vision Pulse come out from Proofy, going to know exactly where the players are on eLevate. They're just going to go away, wait till they're untagged, and then probably come back trying to attack. You see Vicento coming through the backside. He's going to be able to get one. Knows exactly where the other two players are, and Aqua's coming on the flank.
This could work out.
He needs to go huge here. I mean, I think Vicento just needed to wait a little bit longer. So Aqua
He's got time, 20 seconds left. Can he make a play? He sees his gun poking out there. He's going to catch him in the corner, and Aqua's going to get it. Oh, poor Proofy. Doesn't realize the 2 inches of his inmate sticking out there.
Sticking around the corner. Ends up costing him there.
My God, they get the defuse and tie it up. That was unbelievable. I wasn't sure about Vicento popping his vision pulse with that little time left, but they had the opportunity for the pinch.
Thought, Vicento.
Oh, look at this. Oh my.
Yeah. Vicento's actually drawn both players from TSM looking in his direction. If he just stays alive for another 3-4 seconds, it's a lot easier on Aqua to make that play.
All right, well, let's move things into round 9 here. Matt, going to switch back over to the side of eLevate. Going to check. So Nagafin's put it away as well. He's got an M8. Is Aqua opting to side? Like you asked, they have put them all away. They've gone in favor of the M8s, and somebody got through mid-map really quickly. Pac-Man has the potential to flank. He's got in. He's going to get caught at steps, though. That's going to be 2 down for either side. Proofy picking up one mid-map. He's going to get traded out. Aqua, Colchan.
And Aqua's got streaks working towards more. And it's going to be Vicento. Vicento with bomb. He's going to be going to get this one down. Fantastic.
Oh, he completely lost him.
He has no idea where he is.
I shouldn't be able to get away.
It's going to be Vicento able to clean up that kill. I thought he was going to kill him easily, But yeah, he just got completely lost. I love to see this from Fazento's point of view. He probably plants the bomb, and
Oh,
Aqua's
hello.
calling him out. He has absolutely no idea where he is mid-map, and that's a pretty easy kill for Fazento to get.
Basically,
eLevate
one bullet.
1 round away from going up 2-0.
Yeah, they this win, I think, it doesn't necessarily cement the series, obviously, but it'd be very tough, I think, for them to overcome. And TSM, it's tough, man. You saw what one round goes to that basically instant of the guns sneak out for Proofy. If he's in a better spot, maybe they can take that round. I think there's a couple rounds that TSM might have been able to close this out with.
Well, that's a heartbreak round for TSM, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you look at that one. That is a situation they probably should have won. It's a 3v2 man advantage for them. They have bombed
with,
down.
28 seconds? Or
yeah, they use a vision pulse that round as well. So let's go through the specialist on TSM. What do they have left at this point?
The answer is nothing.
Nope, they have nothing. They have Wheats getting very close to Kinetic. I think they're actually probably going to have to wait and see if he can actually get this before they attempt to make a push. You're going to see Colchan drop there early. He tried that reverse wall run. This time eLevate adjusts. They're able to pick him up.
Well, they're playing real slow here. Like you said, I think maybe they are going to be waiting.
I think they're waiting for his Kinetic. There's no...
real close, and they might try to bust in. He's going to get caught right before he gets it, too.
Yeah.
He's going to fall. This may be it. 4v2 for eLevate. Proofy, bottom lab, still just hoping they can maybe make a play. There's just not any time. They have to decide to attack. Where are they going to go? Are they going to go middle, or are they going to push through backside of lab? They have nothing they can do. Pac-Man's by himself. Can he be a hero? They need 3 more kills. Connector is the push, and he is going to fall. That's going to be a 2-0 series lead here for eLevate, and that's frustrating. I mean, did eLevate play amazing? Do they have some wild strats? We love seeing the double PO6 for a little bit, even though it's a little unorthodox, but that one round, man, where Proofy is there. It's not just Proofy's fault. It's a 3v2. You hope you're going to win, but that's frustrating. That's one of those things you need to know as a pro player.
Proofy uses his vision pulse, and the players on eLevate, I believe it was Aqua and Vicento, they're able to get out. No, not going to get. They get tagged, but they're able to not die by getting tagged. Nobody on TSM pushes, and then if Vicento comes through the back of Palace, hits his vision pulse, grabs one, and then both players on TSM kind of look over towards Vicento.
Sure.
And Aqua just comes from behind, picks up the 2 kills.
It's funny because I've played some wagers with Pac-Man. It's been a while, but when I used to play a little bit of wagers, and he would always tell me, I'd be standing in a spot thinking, I mean, sneaky. He's like, dude, your gun's sticking out. So like that's just something you got to know. I mean, that position just wasn't very good considering the circumstance. He probably is kind of panicked because he felt he was stuck there with the push coming in, but just a tough loss there for TSM.
He could have potentially hit wall run and went on the outside of him. He could hit wall run and like jump to the other side of the second wall run and kind of got out that way. A lot of plays could have been made there, but Proof, his gun sticking out. That's the round.
Apparently, I didn't want my controller
TSM
here,
wants back.
We want to take a look at the scoreboard.
We want to take a look at the scoreboard. You might as well pick it up. And you're going to have Nagafen 10-6, putting good use of the PO6. Colchan did a nice job without the sniper rifle. Wheats 3-7. Again, could have had a stronger performance. Remy, though, 4-9. Didn't have a great standout performance for his team either. Everybody else about even. Just a really back and forth S&D. And what is the next map going to be, Clint?
When we're taking a look at it, it's going to be evac, uplink. I got to think this one favors eLevate in every sense of the word. I mean, the game mode, the map, I think, the fast play. You know how fast I like to play CTF and uplink. Really, they're going to fly at you. They're going to be in your face. And I think that favors eLevate. I think we got a 3-0 in our hands.
I think potentially we do, too. I thought this series would have been close, but eLevate is looking very strong right now. Yeah,
I mean, if you get the 2-0 lead, this is where you have to close out. I mean, so many times we've seen your DTs, CLGs, TKs get these 2-0 leads, and we've had several. I don't know the full number, but I would say maybe upwards of 5 now, like reverse sweeps, where people go up 2-0 and end up losing. I don't know the exact number, but that can't happen. When you're up 2-0, you have to close it out. You got to find one game to get it done.
That closeout game is the hardest one to get.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of teams really struggle with, they get an early lead, and they kind of take their foot off the gas, so to speak, and they end up kind of just giving up these games. CLG, a perfect example of it. I mean, CLG, DT, TK, they haven't really had many where they have like a lead and they kind of let it slip.
I think they've all had maybe at least one. But I know CLG, I can think of 2. I want to say one against H2K, one against Optic, I believe, as well. So there's been a couple for them, and that's heartbreaking, man. It really is. I just feel for CLG right now after having a rough day, but I'll see if they can bounce back again next week. Obviously, their matches are going to be done then for week 6. For this one, it looks like we're just waiting on one player to get situated, and hopefully we'll be able to start this match.
Just waiting for some players to switch teams. There you go. Everyone
they were all over the place.
Respective team now. Everyone should be ready to start this one up. Looking players, which ones are you looking at to come up big this one?
For uplink, I like watching Vicento and uplink. Typically, when it's an AR map, like if we're talking freight, for this particular map, I'm gonna be looking at Remy. I think he's gonna be in there on the drum, making big play after big play.
Again.
Oh, on evac, I mean, he'll be doing well. Freight, I said that I expect Vicente to do well. Dude, the head cold. My brain, like, any words could come out of my mouth right now, I swear. I could say anything out loud.
I believe it.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, that is anything. I'm going to be looking at Remy, seeing how he controls the drone, trying to get in for those 1-2 point scores for eLevate. And then on the side of TSM, going to be looking at Wheats. Needs to bounce back with a good game. Needs to control that OB Jag. Wheats is the guy I'm looking at.
Well, let's see who's able to take this. And I think without question, eLevate has won the Ban Protect up to this point. I don't think you could argue that. They've certainly been in control of this one. They've been able to mix it up. I think TSM did a pretty valiant effort of trying to take them out of their game, trying to affect Aqua. Ultimately, though, didn't really end up mattering.
So Pac-Man gets rid of the MR6, which is interesting because you've seen how good eLevate is with the RK5 and especially the L-Car. Like at this point, is the L-Car even better for them?
You can't let Nagafin touch it. Dude, it's literally like a rocket launcher for him. It doesn't make any sense. You see rapid fire go. I know we saw High Caliber make it in to the first hard point, but I don't think we're going to see too much more action out of that. Shiva, I don't know if they're going to need to target it. Who would? I don't even. Do you see Shiva High Caliber getting into any more of these matches really?
Well, High Caliber, I don't. Shiva, I definitely could see. I think you see eLevate go back to that stock ban yet again. I'm surprised we haven't seen potentially a stock protect on the side of. Oh,
right when you say it, there it is. It makes sense. I mean, they've attacked it every game. You feel more comfortable, especially if you're Pac-Man, if you're Proofy. But this is a game where I don't think it matters that much. Evac, I mean, it's just more sub-heavy. You're going to have some AR play.
Remy go with like the red dot sight here to close things out.
Hit reflex or he's hit. I guess grip won't matter that much. I'm trying to think of other things they've attacked. Grip.
This is like more of an reflex. SMG map. This could potentially be like grip.
Well, they have hit grip actually quite a few times when it's been an SMG map.
That is the first time I've seen long barrel ban.
Honestly, I love them. I want to be the coach of Team eLevate.
Team eLevate.
We'd have so much fun.
Are they officially called Team eLevate?
I'd bring them pizza. We have pizza parties.
That's what you do with Curse, right?
It's true, and that team had a couple wins.
Yeah. Did they qualify for the playoffs?
No, they did not, Matt. They had to win like 5 out of their last 6 matches.
They had to win like 100 games to qualify.
It was insane. But picks coming in quick here in the specialist draft. You see Scythe coming in for, I almost called it Spythe. Spythe. I missed like Splice from Europe and Scythe. I'm going to need to stop talking soon. You're going to be solo casting here shortly.
Camo Kinetic, Heatwave, and a Scythe.
God.
Not Splice for both teams.
It's so hard to talk right now. It's unbelievable.
Does Ban and Protect favor anybody?
We're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're going to make it through.
Ban and Protect favor anybody? I'm asking you a question.
I didn't even hear you ask me a question. Ban Protect, who does it favor? I'm going to go with... let's go with the team on the... I'm going to go with the team on the right.
The team on the right.
Team on the right. No,
well, the team on the right would have been TSM.
It favors eLevate, the team on the left.
All right. Well, you mean the team on the left. I agree.
If I collapse at some point, I apologize.
I agree. It does favor eLevate.
Go get me some Dayquil, Matt. Be my assistant.
Well, now that you see long barrel gone, high caliber gone, rapid fire gone as well, you'd probably figure, you're going to have your sight, your quick draw, potentially grip. No, not really. Not as much on the M8. We don't see many players run grip anymore. It's usually just stock quick draw and then like red dot yellow.
Long barrel we saw. I know. I was watching Machine and Momo cast, and they were talking about it on subs and how much they like it on the CUDA in particular. I wonder. I mean, that's got to be an attack more for your rifles, obviously.
Oh, without a doubt.
But in this particular map, you kind of have some mid to longish range battles, I guess, with subs. Maybe it has an impact there. I don't feel like North American players you've seen use long barrel that much on subs.
And then something of, I don't know. We'd have to actually see once we get into the game, but. Long barrel, obviously, they like to use it on the ARs. Does it kind of bring, I don't want to say like the M8 is like so much better than the other ARs, but does it bring the M8 down to the same level as like a Man of War, ICR, XR2? Like, could you ban long barrel to make it more about the automatic assault rifles where you can use the Man of War a little bit more effectively? Are we talking
just in general? Because I feel on this map, those are more viable than an M8 a lot of times anyway. I mean, how often do we see a Man of War or an ICR on evac? I feel like it's all the time. In general, though,
does it make
I mean, that's its
advantage. Does it put those guns on like an even playing field?
Yeah. That's the big advantage, right? Is the range you have with the M8. I would think the accuracy you have there. I mean, if you don't hit that first bullet with an ICR or Man of War, I think it's a little bit. Granted, the ICR is pretty darn easy to control, but at really long range, you're trying to pick somebody off behind cover. I can see that. I like the way your brain works, Matt, because mine's not working. Work for both of us, pal.
No, you actually just called Scythe Splice. But Players loading in now. It's going to be game number 3. TSM going up against eLevate. eLevate, the 2-0 map lead, looking to close this one out.
Oh, it's good if my eyes feel like they're bleeding.
That actually would be extremely bad. I've actually never seen anyone just start bleeding out of
maybe
their
like
eyes.
maybe like a vampire movie or something.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna go home and watch Blade tonight. All right, but here we are, 5-second countdown, ready to kick off game 3. Can't eLevate close this one out. I'm gonna start things off. You know what? No, eLevate. I want to get some fire, some energy behind these TSM boys. I'm gonna be going with Wheats off the rip as they're gonna fight for control here of Drone.
Giving you guys an update off of the primary stream. It's going to be H2K up 1-0 against DT. First map, Blazefield, goes for 50 kills.
Dude, what did he drop last night? Like 40, 43, something like that?
Yeah, he's been on a tear this week.
He certainly has, and we'll see if they can bounce back after having that big performance. Wheats had the drone for a second. Looks like he has tossed it forward 4 yards, trying to set up here. He has a teammate in front. He's starting to push forward. I think he got around underneath for a second, but then ultimately ended up dropping. He was at Colchan.
Yeah, so you're going to see Proofy running the Man of War. So it's something I was kind of alluding to with that long barrel fan. Can we go through some of the players on eLevate, see which assault rifles they're running once the...
Well, Vicento, he like always basically runs the M8. Who else would be maybe Nagafen have an AR? And he's going to have M8 as well. The other two, I'm guessing, VMP. Remy should be a VMP as well. I mean, he's
yeah, I'd be shocked. He's rep. Has to be running an SMG. And you're going to see Nagafen pick up 2 in the base. Not able to pick up the 3rd before he throws in the drone. Able to pick it up right after. It's going to be TSM up 1-0.
Well, maybe one silver lining here is he's able to get towards streaks by getting those 3 kills on defense. Now, can he maybe get forward, hit a 1-pointer? Try to get a few more points. I think he saw. Did he see that player for just seconds?
Yeah, and he actually has a player going over towards kitchen stairs. And he's able to get across. Oh, that would have been a big gun battle. Was able to win it.
No,
Colchan flies in, punches him in the mouth.
How weak was he that the club worked? I guess he took a bullet because I did not think he was at melee health.
Well, honestly, we don't see many melees in Black Ops 3.
No.
But it's obviously it's like a 2-hit melee in the front.
Sure.
But when you get a player weak, it's still a very good way to finish somebody off.
I guarantee, man. Once we end up getting the sword and stuff in, I'm ready for Aches or someone, man. If they're up a little bit, he's gonna be pulling out a sword. He's gonna be chopping people.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. It'd be
I wouldn't mind seeing that at all.
Yeah,
I would be
like
hyped.
A wrench or a crowbar come into play.
Who doesn't want to see someone smash with a crowbar?
Like, yeah, you would totally see teams that would just for lulz like ban like the crowbar, ban like what is it, the crossbow, that secondary that they just added?
Oh yeah, that I don't know if that'll ever be in competitive, but maybe. I don't know. I haven't really used it yet. Saw a couple highlight clips of it. Looks like a pretty wild gun. I'm just watching Pac-Man here. He's yet to pick up a kill, starting a little bit slow. Proofy leading the team at 9 and 6. Pac-Man going to get on the board with the L car, shoot his way through glass, trying to grab the drone. There you go, buddy. Able to get it. So far, TSM just has that 1-point lead. They're playing it very safe. This is one of the slower games we've seen. No one's been able to kind of get a trap on.
This is a very slow paced uplink game. And this is one, especially where, eLevate, a team that likes to push the issue, force the issue. It looks like Nagafen gonna get a 1-point throw in here. Uses an active camo. It's gonna be able to not, I thought he was gonna be able to finish off that second player, and Wheats able to win the gunfight. Would have been crazy to see Nagafen pull that play off, but it's gonna be eLevate tying this one up, and I tell you what, maybe going into the second half, obviously only 1 minute and 48 here left in the first. I think this favors eLevate.
Oh my God, was that Proofy down in water there? Okay.
No,
I was about to say, I was just saying, dear God. Those shots would have been insane.
Yeah, no, Proofy is one of the more accurate players we have. He is, not many players, if any, would have been able to hit the shot that you thought he did.
Especially with a Man of War, like maybe if it was a Shiva or something, or a high caliber, that was just insane. But yeah, still, Pac-Man continuing to struggle a little bit. He's at 1 and 8 right now, tries to get forward, not able to get any more points on the board. It's going to be tied up for the time being. Just a little over a minute here. If you're just tuning in, 2-0 lead for eLevate. TSM trying to extend their series life. You can see the drone goes in the back of sight. This should, I think, ultimately probably be tossed out. Unless, are they going to?
He's going to try and bring this one all the way on the lower wall run. He's actually kind of, I don't want to say he's home free, Maven, but if he's able to pull this off, should be able to convert this into some points.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this. He's able to get around. His teammate picks up 1. Someone's trying to chase him. That should be a 1-pointer.
Yep.
Oh, thank God he hit it, because he was taking a dip.
Oh, he knew he was not living after that, and that's why you see a lot of teams get rid of Afterburner on this map.
Afterburner, blast suppressor.
Right, because Afterburner really allows you to make that play. I don't want to say with ease, but obviously these are pro players, extremely talented. You're able to make that look really easy with Afterburner.
Good proof. He just got 3. and this has got to be points for TSM. I'm sorry, Proof, I should be on with you more, but I've seen like 2 or 3 pieces, I swear, pop up with this Man of War. He's getting it done. 17-9. He's on a 3 streak. Unfortunately, has to reload. Tries to dip around the corner. Nogafin had one more time. He's picking up the kills just a second too late at home.
Now Pac-Man's able to pick up 2. They're going to try and relay
one behind him, though. Does he make
It's
it?
going to be Colchan.
There's a player.
Seconds
What is
left.
Remy shooting at? Remy was chasing him.
Yeah, was not able to finish off the kill, though. Remy just putting tags on everybody. It's going to be TSM up by 3 going into the second half.
I saw in the minimap someone chasing him. I'm like waiting for Colchan to die, and he's going to make it through. Flush through another dunk. TSM may live to see another day. Can they hold on for this second side?
I tell you what, Pac-Man needs to pick it up. If he plays like that in the second half, this is not one that TSM is going to be able to hold on to.
All right, well, let's start off. I was focusing a bit on TSM through the first side. Let's now, it was really, look at Proofy and Colchan, man. They're plus 13 combined. They were certainly getting it done in the slaying department. A couple of tosses to go through a couple dunks to go through for either one. And now comes the pressure, and that should be all 4 dead. Yep, this has got to be dunk. No one grabbed the drone. No one grabbed the drone. Now they're going to start to push forward. They need to just pick up a kill or 2 at home, and I think they'll be able to score here. Aqua gets the 2-piece. That's an HC catching Aqua in the face, and just gets the dunk through. Oh my!
So at least not able to relay. If you're a TSM fan, you're kind of marking that one down as a win. You're giving up 2 points early though, and that's exactly what you didn't want to do. And it's going to be Aqua coming through middle. Now going to get up top AC. Pacento picks up 1 in the kill feed as well. Still a player bottom AC. This player needs to go huge.
He went around the outside.
Remy going around the lower half of that wall run. Able to connect with a 1-point throw. So it's going to be all tied up here, and this does not look good for TSM, Maeve.
No, they've got the trap on for now. Who's in the back?
Colchan actually fell off, so that's going to be 2 dead for TSM.
Remy's still picking up kills too. He was alive for the time he's going to end up dropping. Nogafin tossed it in. He hits the 1-pointer from over the top, and they've got the lead already, and he just goes in, melees him, finishes him off with the L-car. There's one more pushing, checks the wrong corner, but ultimately able to clean it up. eLevate was getting shut down through the first side. They've picked it up certainly here on the second, and there's a scythe coming at you, brother. You gotta hide there. They're trying to hide behind electrical boss. There's one hiding around the outside. Can he get the toss off? Oh, it goes too high.
Little high, and it's gonna be Wheats with the drone. He's gonna run this one over towards Plat, and look at the spawns coming in for eLevate. They actually spawned right on their goal. That is so fortunate for eLevate. It looked like that was going to be one that TSM could have wrapped around perfectly.
Yeah, you can tell he's just kind of trying to decide where to go. He's going to end up handing that one off to Colchan.
He's got his kinetic. I think now Colchan is going to try this outside wall run as well.
We're coming to meet you, buddy. He got over the top.
Does he hit it? No, not able to bounce in, but actually look at this. With his camo, he's going to go and try and pick this up. Pacento gets it off the map just in the nick of time.
And who's here? It's Aqua winning a kill at drone. So worst case, he should be able to reset this. I take it back. Worst case, he's going to toss it to the opposition.
Yeah. Now Weed's going to throw it right back, and then going to take out Aqua, and you're going to see Nogafin trying to push through Kitchen. The drone going to be wrapped all the way around. It's going to be Weeds going. Has his kinetic and opt not to use it. Now he's going to pop it as he gets closer. Weeds going to put in a 2-point score. Going to bring TSM back up by 1.
They've got the lead. Proofy leading the way. Look at that shot there. 25-15. Leading all Slayers in this one, but they're only up by 1. They need him to continue his hot streak throughout this game. He might be able to catch one. There's a second in the back. Picks him. No, he does not. He's going to be taken out by Nogafin, actually, as he was trying to get pressure. That's 3 down for TSM. Colchan trying to stay alive here. He's got drone on lock, at least for the time being. The pressure is starting to come. He's going to fall. 2 down for either side. This one's going to be a crazy finish.
Yeah, and really nice job by Colchan, just able to stay alive long enough, waiting for his teammates to get over by that drone and help support him. And now you're going to see TSM start to push through that drone
Look at this spawn.
Going to be able to pick it up. And now Colchan, with drone in hand, going to try and go in for a 1-point throw.
He should be able to flush this through. You have to make these tosses, but no, now he does get it. Oh my God, the heat wave came in. He made it through the heat wave.
Yeah, but now everyone drops for TSM. There's going to be one player. It's going to be Pac-Man alive on drone side. He's going to fall as well. You figure Remy at least gets a 1-point throw off here. He's going to toss it up. Not going to connect with it. The drone going to fall in the TSM base. You see the guys on eLevate getting so aggressive. Nogafin top AC able to get one. Not going to return that kill. Pacento though, I don't think they know he's there. He's going to come around the outside. Huge defensive stand by TSM. Now they're on the overextension. Maven could potentially turn this into points.
Yeah, and Proofy just picked up a couple more kills. He's got 3. He's getting close to his HC car. They should have a 1-point toss unless Aqua was able to go big on defense. He grabbed one. He slowed them down for the time being, trying to find this second player. I think he's right next to him. Yep, he's going to grab that. The player's going around the outside. Is he going to get the toss off? He just saw it come out of his hand. He does. He's going to flush it. 9-6. TSM pulling away. And there's one player here set up. Pac-Man's got to play good defense. Proofy looking over him, man.
Proofy's been the man of this match.
Oh, yeah.
If TSM is going to win this one, he has completely dominated with a Man of War. And you see Pac-Man's going to go try and get that 1-point throw. Not going to hit the wall run, but he puts it in anyway. And this should be one that TSM holds on to.
Let's see if they can hold on. There's not a lot of time to go. But Colchan's camo as well. This should be at least another 1 point, you would think as well. I mean, they can just play the clock at this point. He's able to sink it through. 6-11. Really great stuff because they were getting beat up early, Matt. They were getting absolutely crushed in the second side.
What's unreal is in 10 minutes they're going to win a game in which Pac-Man, let's see what he finishes, but he's probably going to go something like 9-25. 10-25, and I tell you what, just a huge game from the other 3 players on the team.
Oh, Proofy, that 35-20. The number of times I saw him with multi-kills, and would you say that,
well he was always holding down drone spawn. A nice nade right here.
I guess CTF too, but I mean, multi-kills you got to think are like almost the most important thing in uplink, because when you get multi-kills, you can push them back, get a trap on, you can really get set. Well, I saw so many times Proofy coming up with 2, 3 kills, and that can change the whole momentum of the round.
I mean, any time that TSM, scored the drone and then eLevate was trying to get it back on the overextension, it was Proofy standing there with that Man of War, picking up big kills.
He absolutely was. Has a monster performance. We'll take a look at the stats here in just a moment when we get out of the stream. They're all no dancing. I was trying to see if any players were celebrating here.
Nobody's dancing in the winner circle. No.
I like to dance in the winner circle.
Yeah.
I'm just very rarely there.
Yeah, no, you are. It's a really good way to put it.
If I wouldn't play Call of Duty right now, I'm not confident that I could aim at anything.
No, yeah, you'd probably be pretty bad.
Whew, all right.
Well, first few weeks of the game, you were grinding though.
Oh yeah,
that.
It's I playing from time to time now, but like we were playing so much. I got like 6 days in, and then we started casting, and I can't like cast and go home and play. Like we'll cast for 8 hours straight, and it's like I cannot go home and play Call of Duty.
Yeah, we'll take a look at
I would rather do anything. I need to lay in bed.
Yeah, and you're gonna see Proofy go 35-20 for TSM. Pac-Man had a real tough game. He actually converts 2 1-point throws, so they're doing some OBJ work in a game that he struggled in, but good job to see TSM pull that one out with an 11-6 victory. On the side of eLevate, Cento goes 17-23, only 1 throw. Nah, some of the other guys played okay. Aqua does a great job in the slaying department, but nothing really stand out from eLevate.
Well, looking forward to Stronghold CTF. That is a map that typically plays much slower, but eLevate's of the opinion you guys are playing CTF wrong. We're going to come at you. We're going to play fast. Now, that can work, or you can really be punished by teams that do slow it down.
Yes.
So that's going to be kind of the thing for me. Who wins that momentum battle? Because I don't think eLevate's going to try to play slow. I
it'll be
really
interesting to
see
see what type of pace the CTF will be played at. Whether eLevate forces the issue and TSM kind of rises their pace of play and kind of matches that, or TSM tries to really slow down the guys on eLevate.
Yep, just going to wait, see here. It looks like we are going to be getting into a new lobby, so should be able to hop over to the new one in just a matter of seconds here. Hopefully they'll just bring me with them, like nice lads, as we're going to get ready here for, again, Stronghold CTF. And honestly, I thought that was a game that eLevate was going to close it out, especially.
So did I. They
started out so strong. They were down, a couple of points going to the second side. They had a lead within, a minute, basically?
Yeah, they're able to tie it up within, like, a minute and a half. And then I believe they actually get a 1-point lead for a little bit, but it was really, once the guys on TSM were able to score and take that lead, it was like Proofy every time on the drone, 2-piece after 2-piece with the Man of War.
Once he got set up top glass with the Man of War, I mean, again, just multi-kill over and over and over again.
You got to get with these
just
guys,
going big. I think they're going to pull me with them. They did last time. I really hope so. Come on, guys, you can do it. League Ops, just take me with you into the glory land that is the next lobby here for this series.
Yeah. Well, TSM still hanging on. Figured I think we both kind of, don't want to say wrote them off, but I think we both kind of figured they were done.
Yeah.
In this series. I know now CTF, anything can happen. You force a game 5. So definitely one that they can definitely come back and make this a series.
Well, especially talking S&D, these are 2 teams that I think are really balanced. They had a 4-2 lead in game 2. eLevate comes back, they take that one, 6-4. And it was a valiant effort by eLevate, but it came down to a couple of rounds really where TSM I think could have potentially close it out. So if it goes to a game 5, it's anyone's game. I just wasn't sure if it'd make it to a game 5. Once they went up 2-0, I thought it was over. Now they've extended it. Can they now steal the CTF? Can they push to a game 5? Game 5 is a coin flip for me. That really goes anyway.
Yeah, if it does go to a game 5, I don't think it really favors anybody.
Hunted might favor TSM a little bit for me. I've seen a couple matches they played well.
They had that one really strong performance in the online, but they had that one that we saw that we casted where they actually accidentally banned the SVG that they end up losing.
Sure, I was still in with the staff account. We'll see if I can get into the new lobby. We'll find out in just a second here. Hopefully we're ready to go. No, I cannot. So that's fun.
Yeah, gonna have to figure out what's going on.
Give me 1 second, guys. Just may have to restart here. Hopefully I'll be able to get in.
Yeah. If not,
that's why I was confused. I was in the lobby with them, but I guess it was just a little bit of a bug here showing me I was by myself, I think.
Yeah,
all by my lonesome.
They don't want to let you in, man.
They
don't want you to cast.
Honestly, right now with the way I'm feeling, I don't want me to cast. But
no,
we're gonna get through this.
You're powering through it.
We're gonna have a very, very fun time. I wish I was like I took cold meds earlier. I wish I just took a bunch right now. I'd be loopy, man.
No, don't come near me.
You haven't had a cold in a while.
Don't say that.
Don't worry. I have it's way over there. I've been using hand sanitizer pretty frequently.
It's like I've been using hand sanitizer. Oh, it's all the way across the room where I haven't been able to use it in a very long time.
Yeah, it's over by Jack. And I honestly, I touched that bottle so many times. That, like, if Jack is anywhere near that, there's a good chance Jack's getting sick. You're welcome, Jack.
Oh, without a doubt. So, just waiting to get back into the lobby. Maven should be able to join here shortly. If not, we may have to get a quick break. Make sure, League Ops can get us in.
We should find out in a moment here.
Yep.
Hopefully. Let me check to see if I've gotten any invites to get into this one.
I would just go back to your screen, Maeve. I don't think you're doing this very well. No.
Let's see.
Not able to connect. So, guys, we're going to go to a quick break, talk with League Ops, get back into this game. We'll be right back.
All right, so it wasn't just me.
I'm running back for the bathroom.
A couple players having trouble getting into the lobby, so may just be a minute before we get set up here. But if you are just tuning in, I am under the weather, so I'm making very little sense.
I just ran back from the bathroom. I had to go.
You're very fast. You put a little water in your hair?
No.
Touching up your makeup?
No, I don't.
Trimming your nose hairs?
I don't touch up my own makeup. No.
I don't know. I've seen you do your own makeup.
That's a blatant lie.
You own 3 different makeup bags.
That's a blatant lie. That's like the same thing that you say when they are holding hands over here with Lake House. It's just a lie. We all know it is.
I'm a truth teller.
Yeah, the players were in the lobby now, and then just had to reset real quick. So now waiting for them to get back in. Well, we should have this game going very shortly.
Yes, that is the plan. I'm just checking to see if there is a different. No, it looks like they're waiting on everybody still. Oh, okay. All right, so I can. Okay, they are joining now. So let me get set up in Codcaster.
Well,
we should be ready to go.
In if you're just tuning in. What went on?
Yeah,
sure. We can tell you that eLevate won game 1. They won game 2. Made a pretty nice comeback against TSM. TSM with a big game from Proofy. Game number 3, they're able to win that one.
Yeah.
That's where the series sits right now with a 2-1 lead, still in favor of Team eLevate.
TSM, Derek, if you're watching, I know you want your team to get a win. I'm going to try and muster the strength in my casting, and if I collapse at some point, just know that it was for you. I'm gonna root for the boys to bring this one back.
He would die very
upset.
Five. He didn't get his jacket.
That's true. I want my gosh darn TSM jacket, and I want it as soon as possible.
I think every time you cast TSM, you're gonna mention that you don't have one.
I'm gonna sleep in it every night. Just let him know on Twitter. That's a TSM Derek with 2 R's ICK, I believe.
Yep.
Let him know that I need a TSM jacket.
But talk more about the Stronghold CTF we're going to see here coming up shortly.
Sure. I think we've got everyone, too, so we should be good to go.
Favorite team over the other here? I think whoever controls the style of play,
like the pace.
The pace of play is going to win this one. So if TSM can force the guys on eLevate to play a little bit slower, I would favorite TSM. If eLevate can ramp up the pace and really force the guys on TSM to get into it and just really play fast, I would favor the guys on eLevate.
Yeah, because eLevate, I think, certainly going to try and push the tempo for sure. I think no questions asked. They're definitely going to be trying to go at TSM, make this as fast as they can. I know this is a map that, gosh, we watched, what was it, Millennium Vitality the other day.
Swanee finished with 8 kills.
It was a 20-minute CTF game, really. But here we go, getting into the ban protect. What do you know? Are you shocked? MR6 goes and stock goes right away. So this is a map where AR players certainly looking to dominate. I know there's a lot of close-range battles in and around Mansion, but that's gotta affect Proofy, man. It has to.
Oh, without a doubt. Here to see Overdrive go and the Shiva as well. So no Shiva here in this respawn game. Overdrive, that is definitely one that needs to go on CTF, especially a map like this where it's pretty big. You can get from one side to the other extremely fast with Overdrive, give the opponent no chance to catch up. Now you're going to see Rapid Fire go. Do we see High Caliber go as well?
I would think so. We saw it sneak into game 1. I don't think we see it in a second one, but what do we still have to worry about? I guess Camo, Kinetic, potentially all Tacticals Rim, Overclock, that's when it's going to go. Do you think maybe concussions and flashes close this out?
Who knows? Proofy's going to get rid of High Caliber.
No, we still need High Caliber. Duh.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Sento could go Long Barrel again. Then you'd have no stock, no Long Barrel, no Rapid Fire, and no High Caliber. If you're eLevate, though, that would be an interesting play. Try and make this one more about the SMGs.
Yeah.
On a longer range map like this, so could potentially do something like RIP. No, they're going to go with active, so they're going to leave Long Barrel in. Nah, no active camo, no Overdrive. I think this one's going to be like Kinetic, Heat Wave, Scythe, potentially Annihilator.
Yeah.
Maybe Vision Pulse.
Do you think maybe the camo comes because of the smoke still being in the game? Maybe want to get rid of it, or they're just not as comfortable with it. They don't want any sneak pulls, because that's the most dangerous thing to a degree, is sneak pulls when you play fast pace, right? That's where they're going to get punished. I don't know how much of a difference it really ends up making, but we'll see as his final one comes in. It is going to be Vision Pulse, so we're going to see 3 abilities already.
Those are the 3 abilities you would figure, and well, that's the only change-up you could have, right? You figure Proofy's going to go Scythe from Facento, yeah, and you have the Annihilator and Vision Pulse. I thought those were the 2 you could have definitely made a toss-up, whichever one you wanted. It's going to be Nagafen going with the ability, Kolchan going with the weapon.
Yeah, it certainly is. Just going to wait on the guys here to edit their creative classes, and we will be ready to hop into game number 4. Can eLevate close this thing out? Are we going to push this series to a game 5? Coming up next is what? Luminosity Complexity?
Yeah, you expect that to be a very close series.
That certainly should be. With the way both those teams have been playing, that's one, again, has the potential to certainly go the distance, and you got to think Complexity frustrated. They got beat up a little bit by Rise yesterday. They want to bounce back. and it's coming down to the S&Ds in that next one. But here, do we get to a next S&D is going to be the question. And I don't know.
I think it ends here.
Think it ends here?
I thought that on the last map. I think it on this one.
You hear that? You hear that, Derek? That's someone that doesn't deserve a TSM jacket. This is somebody that does.
I'm honest.
I
think it goes with Game 5. I think it's a complete toss-up. I expect
really
eLevate to be able to take another
I agree with you. I agree. eLevate is the favorite here.
I'm looking at Pac-Man for TSM. How can he bounce back? This next respawn had a rough game last one, but it does happen to everybody.
Sure.
On the side of eLevate, want to see Remy, Vicento, how those two play.
Yep, absolutely. Not much time left here before we're going to get things started. You're seeing the eLevate roster there, a talented bunch of guys. Just history lesson for new viewers. Again, a team that got second at Champs for Advanced Warfare last year. It was insane. They were the Cinderella story. Came out of nowhere. Yeah. No one expected them to even really be finishing in what?
They used some crazy classes last year, right? They had like the dual LMGs with hover and really a lot of interesting stuff. And there you see the TSM crazy roster. Pac-Man, Colchan, Proofy, Weeds, very talented four guys find themselves down by one map trying to force that Game 5 in the series.
Well, I mean, it's just, I think you're completely correct. We're talking just pace. Who's able to win that battle? Because that's what Call of Duty is about to a degree. You try to, especially now that we have Ban Protect. So it's like, how can you influence the other team?
How can you force your style of play on the other team?
Exactly. So we'll look to see who's able to handle that. Getting ready to load in here. Excited for this one. Can TSM push it to a Game 5? Proofy, I think, needs to have another monster game. And if they're going to take this one, it's really, for eLevate, for me, for the most time, outside of maybe S&D, they have that Rise type performance from time to time in Respawn, just everyone able to perform well.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you expect Aqua to really go big in Respawn for this team. And Nagafen's been very good in Respawn as well. If you can get good games out of the other two, it's a very scary roster.
All right, looking to load in here for this one. What team do you want to start off with? Pick a player. Give me a team, Matt.
Let's start off with TSM. Starting to make the comeback. Proofy, big part of it last map. It's gone board with Proofy again. Going to go with the Man of War.
Are you shocked?
No, I mean, he played very well, so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe some issues on the side of eLevate. We'll have to figure this one out, but looks like got just some issues with Vicento.
I thought maybe the case was they spawned on the wrong team is what I was worried about. Thought that might be the case, but you do see Vicento timing out in this one. Going to be waiting here on a.
Well, Pac-Man is actually going on a fantastic flag run right
he's going for it. He's ready to fire through points. I mean, there's no one to stop him, really, unless you're talking team kills.
Yeah, is this one where it's like, when somebody scores out of the wrong hoop in the NBA? This was one where looks like eLevate switches teams, tries to figure out what's going on here. And we'll get a resolution with League Ops here shortly.
All right, looks like, we may just have a restart. Could have just been a quick connection issue for Vicento, so shouldn't be long here. We'll get the guys back in the lobby, ready to go here. Jack and Revan going nuts on the other streams. If you want to hop in, watch twitch.tv/Call of Duty, see what's going on in that match, and come back to us in a couple of minutes. Have both streams up is what you really should be doing. 2 monitors, side by side. I don't care what brand. Both streams.
The 2-monitor play is the way to go.
You have two monitors with both of us, too. That'd be good.
You mute the primary one.
True, you have to.
Listen to us.
You have to. But, hopefully he's able to get on quickly and we'll be ready to go. Obviously, not much we can talk about from that. I wish we had maybe even a minute. We could talk about who was trying to influence the other team.
Made a great play. Grabbed the flag.
It's true.
Got out all the way towards Mansion. Got a pass, no cuts.
So it was team killed by
just challenged a gunfight in the back of the base with his teammate. Wasn't able to win it, but just waiting for Vicento to get back into this one.
All right, should just be a matter of moments. Actually, let me take a look at this. What? I want to see. We're looking at the. Oh, that's right. It's Hunted. It's Hunted. Yeah. I think I've said it like 6 times. But Hunted, again, one that, a coin flip. I couldn't really pick. I know we've seen a couple matches where it was strong results from the side of TSM, but I love. What are we talking about? It's Remy, Nagafen, and it's Remy, Nagafen, and who else was Colchan? No, not Colchan. Remy, Nagafen, and Aqua that had 3 of the top 8 S&D KDs or something like that.
Yeah, no, those 3 players, very talented in Search and Destroy. And then obviously we saw him come in, play in those early matches for eLevate, but I believe they still have Apathy on their roster as a substitute. So potentially, obviously some issues with Vicento. Could see Apathy come into this one.
Yeah, and Apathy, I think last time we saw him play, did a really, really good job. So certainly someone that we could see filling a nice role for these guys. If we need to throw it to a quick break while we wait, we'll let you guys know. But as of now, just waiting to hear what the result's going to be as far as this game. I mean, it's going to be a restart, but as far as the timing on when we're going to expect Vicento back here.
And, they do have to bring Apathy in. Let's say if it gets that point, Apathy's a very good player.
Vicento's already back.
Vicento
So
just gets right back into it. So we should be able to just jump right into it.
Yeah,
no banner protect, no special trap.
It's almost like he had trouble loading in the game.
Yeah,
he was barely even got into that when it was out. So hopefully going to be good here to kick things off in just a matter of seconds.
Right. Oh, we can talk a little bit more about Apathy. Apathy with Liquid.
Sure.
They had a great UMG South Carolina.
Sure as hell did. They were fun to watch. I mean, they got in a rhythm. I don't want to say they shocked. I guess they shocked it. The finish was higher than I thought. But
what's interesting is, and I forgot who made the point on Twitter. It actually might have been Pac-Man. It's like, while all the pro teams, like, they get great, practice playing each other in the CWL matches and whatnot, they don't really scrim as much. And Liquid was a team that is grinding scrims, grinding tournaments every single day. And you can see, it shows in their game. They're so polished, very refined gameplay. It was good to see Merc back. Merc play well. Love Merc, one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
That really nice to see a Liquid team succeed.
No, I want Merc back in the league badly. Friend of mine, love the guy, great player, veteran player. He's been on so many different teams, so many different rosters. Played for basically every major org outside, never on FaZe, right? He played for MD, played for Optic, played for a lot of the big ones. And Liquid, I mean, a titan when you're talking about North American organizations and a lot of other esports. It's great to have them involved now. And
he's played on Envy, he's played on Optic, Cloud9, Liquid.
Cloud9 for about 7 minutes.
Hey, he was still there.
It's true.
He was still there. And one of, look at Call of Duty history, Merc's like one of the staples of like those top echelon of players when you talk about the really old school guys. You talk about like Rambo and Big Timer, Aches, Cap, Sharp's been around forever. You got to lump Merc right into that mix.
You certainly do. Taking a look, it looks like players are getting ready to load in here, so should be ready to kick things off momentarily. Can eLevate close it out 3-1? Can TSM battle back, push this to a Game 5 of Hunted S&D? I think we both kind of agreed on eLevate in this one.
Yeah.
I think if TSM gets the first score, I give them a pretty good chance because it's a little easier to slow things down when you get that first score, right?
Right, especially, well, CTF, I don't want to say it's all about that first score, but when you do get that first score, you're able to play extremely defensive, and then you're able to just send one player on the overextension trying to get that next flag cap that could potentially seal the game.
All right, I'm going to still start with Proofy. Looks like we are ready to go in this one.
Going to throw a trophy system right out of spawn.
Interesting. Let's flip through here. Just get an idea of where players will be playing from. You just see 2 down. They're going to push in. And they're going to have control of matching here pretty quickly. It's going to be Remy trying to deal with it all. And never mind. Shuts it down. You get 2 kills. You're feeling good. And it's Remy with the M8 there to lock things down.
See Remy going to try and push this out over towards Snow. And it's a big gunfight. Pac-Man's able to win it in Mansion. So trying to get some kind of matching control. Aqua's able to finish it off right away. Remy gets picked up. Who's this player in bunker? It's Proofy. Again, making a big play. Has one more player to beat here. He's gonna put down some shots. Not able to finish that kill off. Now you see everyone spawning up for eLevate. He's able to get one more. And Proofy's on fire right now, man.
Well, let's see. Ooh, they didn't clear out bunker. So this could be a pull. If Pac-Man was able to get a kill or two, I think they'd be looking really good. Do they realize Colchan's the back base? Yeah, they're rotating back now. They might get caught. Colchan gets one, though. Wheats gets one. That's going to be pull. He's got to win this one gunfight. Can't take it. I think that potentially would have been a cap. I know you had one player sitting mid-map. You see where Vicento is. But if he's able to win that one, he might be out. That might be an early score for TSM.
Yeah, and you're going to see Pac-Man get off to a better start than last game, right? I mean, last game finishes with, 9 kills. This one already up at 4. And Vicento playing very slow over towards half wall. Nagafen.
Oh, wait, I think he was just waiting for a couple dead, and then he was going to sneak forward. So he's going to get one. I think he would have rather probably not have an engagement and been able to maybe get in for a pull.
He should just wait down here and wait for his teammates to get over, and he's actually going to go on a wall run all the way to the back of the side. He's going to come right to the side of one player. Able to win that one. Not able to win the gunfight. Pac-Man with a big defensive stand.
Yeah, we've been basically 1 kill away on either side, I think, of potentially having at least a significant pull, Not necessarily a score, but definitely one that was going to get up the map. Take a look at the mini-map. See, Proofy is going to be starting to push up towards bunker again. There's one player all the way out in rocks. Might get caught in a second. If Aqua wins this gunfight, we'll switch over to things, but now he's going to get caught out as well. So now it might be the pressure of TSM coming. Proofy waiting for his teammate to inch forward as well. Now it's going to be the pinch because you saw Facento die. It's going to be Colchan. It's going to be Proofy trying to get forward here. He wins a big one. Proofy can't win the other. Can Colchan get it though? No. Aqua goes big on defense
you see
with
Aqua
a sniper?
with a sniper rifle. So is he running overkill? Let's take a look at Aqua's class real quick.
As soon as he comes off spawn, I will certainly check this out because yeah, I saw that too at the bottom left. I was like, what was that?
You saw him with the, yeah, he is.
He's a freaking nature.
I tell you what, I don't hate it.
Over mid-map, you have a chance to get that one shot, one
This
kill.
map is so large. I mean, you're able to snipe people over by snow, especially, well, if it doesn't affect the rest of your class, like if you're not missing something you absolutely need, then I don't really hate it at all.
Yeah, his grip, quick draw, it's all you really need on the BMP, right?
Yeah, he would have just wallbang that guy from top mansion to snow. That would have been silly. Nagafan and Facento pick up 2 kills apiece. There's going to be one player on the defensive side for TSM. Colchan, though, goes massive there, wins that gunfight. There's still players from eLevate pushing. You see everybody going to wrap back for TSM. That's the right play in this situation.
He had to reload. He stays alive. Not able to get forward. We've basically seen really strong defense for basically everyone throughout the beginning of this one. Now we're going to be resetting. The push going to be coming outside bunker here. They're trying to get forward. There's one player you can see on the left side of this. That's Pac-Man. Can he effectively trade this one? He is able to close it out. Another one pushing him there from half wall. Going to be able to take him down. 2 down for eLevate right now. And now they're trying to get forward. Colchan got to get that kill. I swear, Colchan is 1 kill away. So many times from getting a kill back there and just getting that flag out.
And if you're eLevate, I mean, you got to be careful with that. And you see Proofy and Wheats in the eLevate base. Wheats drops. Should be one that they're able to get a stand here. Pac-Man's actually still inside mansion. He's able to get one. Players just on the hunt for eLevate. He's going to put down shots on a player driveway. Has 2 players over in the back van area. Pac-Man just can't get the teammate support to be able to push out mansion.
There's nothing. They've got a couple down. Now this is eLevate's turn to potentially apply some pressure here. That's 1 win for Aqua. Can he find another? It might be 2. No, not able to take him down, but there's still 1 player at a pretty forward position. That's going to be Facento. I mean, not much he can do by himself other than, you know, stop any potential offense. You know what? The best defense is a good offense, right? Trying to keep the pressure
who does
forward.
not scoring hurt here more than the first half? I would actually say it's probably TSM. It's probably easier to attack. Well, I would say it's easier to attack mansion side than attacking over towards this snow area.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And to be fair, I mean, I think if you weren't looking at the score, you were just looking at maybe pressure. I think TSM kind of had the better side of it just because Colchan had some really deep runs, able to pick up some kills. But the fact of the matter is they didn't turn to points. If it doesn't turn to points, it doesn't matter. It didn't turn to streaks either, so it doesn't matter. So once we flip the side here now, I think that's why you saw eLevate playing really slow, because eLevate doesn't usually play all that slow. I mean, I know we saw Aqua get forward, Facento a couple times, but I mean, we saw Facento sit for, I think, 90 seconds.
Yeah, Colchan did a nice job getting some pressure up through bunker, but TSM not able to convert into camps. And I think we should just take a look at some of the specialists that eLevate has to work with here in the second half.
I would be surprised if everybody is getting close.
You got Vision Pulse. What is Facento has the Scythe, and then
yeah. I didn't see many come out, so you
yeah,
figured
no, I
everybody
didn't
had
either.
everything.
That's why I wanted to take a look at it. They're pretty stocked up with everything, and I think if they actually pick up some kills here, I would not be shocked to see. Yep, there's a Vision Pulse. I would not be shocked to see if Facento pulls out the Scythe here.
He missed the flag. He missed the flag.
No, I think he's going back to the kill first.
I thought he was trying to, well, you can grab it and still get that same kill. He slid right by it. I think he tried to grab it.
So Facento's got that.
It might not matter.
He's got an innate backing up Nagafan. I'm surprised we're not seeing him use the Scythe. You're going to see Kinetic activated.
Oh, no.
Aqua not able to win the gunfight, though, and Nagafan trying to get the flag all the way back. He's going to throw some flashbangs over, but nobody in a position to play this base defense for eLevate. And you see Remy drop mid-map. This is a huge stalemate, maybe. I think this decides the game.
It very well could. And that kinetic armor we saw in the overextension, if he's able to pick up a couple kills, he's looking really, really strong there. Nagafan gets one. Look at the flag carrier. Is he trying to... Is Colchan crazy?
He's going to go straight through the middle of the map. There's going to be one player inside mansion. He's going to be able to pick up the kill, but it's a very risky route. Now you're going to see both flags being dragged across the map. We have a little bit of a stalemate. Oh, you know where Facento is? I think they have no idea.
I think they heard him. Yep,
yeah, they definitely heard him. Once he got up into that kitchen area, you're able to hear him. Now both flags going to be all the way in the back of their respective bases. I guess in a stalemate, I would probably want the side that eLevate is on. You're able to hold it all the way in the back of that snow area. You have, some nice cover over on the rocks. Now Proofy just man on a mission though, pushing, and you're going to see the pinch coming in. Pac-Man and Proofy Pac-Man falls, though. It's going to be Nagafin in the back. He's got
I think
one
he saw him.
gunfight
And
to
there's
win.
a scythe coming. Can he win the gunfight? No, it's going to be a headshot coming in from Aqua, able to close down the scythe. So for now, they're okay. One more player I think Aqua's going to deal with in a second here. I'm sorry, Aqua's going to die to, is Wheats. But so far, there's been basically a bunch of aggression coming from the side of TSM. This is favoring them so far in this stalemate. There's been no pressure at all forward, other than Vicenta being sniffed out there inside a mansion.
So we saw it in the first side. Do we see Aqua try and use the snipes and pick up the flag in the back of the base? You're going to see Nagafin getting pushed here by Pac-Man, not able to win the gunfight. And it's Nagafin, and Nagafin's close to that lightning.
And they both won. Oh, let me check Colchan.
Yeah, how far is Colchan? He's way far, yeah.
Well, the 4 streak's going to be the big part of that. Is that Pac-Man at the bottom trying to wrap around? Now it's going to be Wheats this time. This is definitely going to decide the game. I mean,
well, Aqua's getting close, and look, he's going to push with the sniper rifle, and don't see this many times where sniper coming into play in a CTF, but players just trying to make anything happen here, Maeve. This is one that has potential to go till the end of the round, I feel like.
Oh, we're going 20 minutes into OT. Potentially here. Vicenta playing nice defense there. Nagafin, I mean, I'd love for him to get a couple kills and maybe be able to streak stuff out. Now map control has gone entirely eLevate.
Yeah, eLevate. This is their best chance. They got to make a play here. And you would love to have the vision pulse of Nagafin up the map when you're trying to make this play.
No. Oh, he stays alive for the time being. They need him as part of this push. He's ultimately going to be taken out. Vicenta, though, pops the scythe. He's trying to get forward. One player behind the tank, one in the back as well, plus the flag carrier. I think they cleaned up his other teammate as well. That's everybody dropping. We're resetting it again.
Yeah, but they're not able to get any map pressure, TSM, and it looks like they're actually going to send all 3 up mid. If you're Aqua, you just go for the flag. At this point, you got to know that the 2 players from TSM are mid-map. You got to trust your teammates here. He's got a 1v1 against Colchan.
They should spawn bunker, potentially. No, they're spawning right on top of the flag carrier. But he's got one. You have your kinetic. He pops it. He's flying in. Can he find him? He loses him in the back. He gets it. The slide, and now he's got it. Now, oh, did he get the return? Can Nagafin score?
Yes, he did.
It fell to Vicenta. There it is. The one cap goes through for eLevate. And that's a smart play by Aqua.
That's the game. Aqua just goes absolutely massive. Well, TSM tries to push 3 up the middle of the map, which at that point, they're just trying to make a play themselves, right? And the kills just don't go in their favor, and Aqua makes a huge play picking up the 3.
I thought kind of the quote-unquote over-aggression would punish eLevate potentially, but it was sort of the other way around there at the end, at least. They played it a little bit safer, I think, in that stalemate, for sure. I mean, I know you saw Aqua sniping and Vicenta getting forward, but they were constantly sending 2 or 3 people forward, I feel, for TSM.
Yeah, TSM, they had no perfect way to play that. That was very difficult, and you're going to see eLevate just try and play some base defense here. 20 seconds left. Proofy's in the kill feed with 1. Colchan gets another. 2 players still on defense for eLevate. You're going to see Proofy. Oh, that kill right there. He's able to pick that up. Maven could potentially get out of there. Oh,
how many times do we see Colchan?
Oh, just almost, maybe 1 or 2 bullets away.
That's it.
And that is going to be
wow.
it. We're going to have eLevate taking this first series of the night, 3-1.
That's unreal, because I swear to God, there were at least, I want to say 3 or 4 times where if Colchan got 1 more kill, it was a score.
Oh, yeah.
Just 1 more kill. And to be fair, it was always a multi-kill. Like, it was that 2nd kill, that 3rd kill. You know, he's low on ammo. They weren't easy kills by any means, but ones that if he won, they've got a decent chance at a cap. And
also, I mean, in that stalemate situation, right? Colchan is your aggressive player, a guy who's going to make big plays happen.
Sure.
He's the one that's stuck in the base with the flag. Well, so that's a little bit rough.
Getting an update of the standings here. You know, Optic won on the main channel, and then here as well, we do see eLevate able to take it. So eLevate keeps on climbing. They're 7-5. So this game for complexity is big too. It could potentially, depending on the map score, could be 4th place, top 4 for eLevate.
Yeah, actually a very good point as we keep going. It's actually eLevate has a better win percentage. They actually would be ahead of. Oh no, actually sorry, they have 1 more loss. Yeah.
It's so complexity 3-0s.
Completely thrown out the window. Yeah, I thought Luminosity were to win this one. This is definitely one that. It's huge, this next match for eLevate.
Certainly is. Well, we're going to take a real quick break, eat some snacks. I'm going to have some cough syrup and a lot of Dayquil, potentially, and we'll be ready for the next match. Quick break. Be right back, guys.